Welcome to the course on New York Architecture by Open Online Academy. In this part, we'll explore the central part of the city, or the west side, central west side. We'll start from the Washington Square Park and Arch, kind of a neoclassical design of the square and the arch by McKim, and White. We'll later proceed to the river and see the modern buildings along the river and the new constructions that are being built right now. There are three residential buildings by Richard Mayer with his traditional white facades and glass, like very modern and very typical for his language and style. We'll then reach the Meatpacking District, where we have the new Whitney Museum by Renzo Piano's Atelier, which was recently completed, a remarkable building and a remarkable collection. We'll get to experience the building, maybe enter inside if we have the time and see some of the collection, or if not, we will just proceed along the High Line, where you will see a remarkable project that really helped develop the Midtown West of New York, and particularly the Chelsea area, designed by James Corner Field Operations, and also the landscaping part, and also Diller and Scofidio for all the architectural part and details, materials, benches, and so on. So that's a remarkable project that kind of stimulated the development around it and in the entire Chelsea area. Along the High Line, you experience some of the best architecture that has been constructed in the past years, as for example, a residential tower by Jean Nouvel, office building by Frank Gehry, another residential building by I forgot his name. Shigeru Ban. Okay, I'll cut this. Along the High Line, you experience some of the best architecture that has been built in New York during the past decade. Starting from the Whitney Museum, proceeding further on to the Standard Hotel by OOAc Architects, then further on to the residential buildings by Jean Nouvel and Shigeru Ban, and also the office building designed by Frank Gehry, all of them next to each other. Further along the High Line, you see another building by Neo Denari, and finally we're going to reach the Hudson Yards, which is one of the biggest and most important redevelopments of New York City. It's on the site of Penn Station, or the place where all the trains would park, which is now being covered by a large plate, and above that they're building large skyscrapers that are office buildings, that are residential buildings, and then a number of other towers and parks throughout this entire central part of the city. From there, we'll proceed along the site where Penn Station was, which is now Madison Square Garden, and then dive further into Midtown and until we reach the Empire State Building. So this is kind of a really exciting tour in which you'll get to experience the city all the way from Washington Square to the West Village to Chelsea, and then parts of Midtown, which will give you really an idea of the development of the city and its progress and evolution during the past 300 years. So I invite you to join us in New York in person, or you can also watch some of the videos that will be available on our website.